And what is going on YouTube? Just another gaming channel, bring you just another video. So my video I'm currently uploading, or the one you will have seen previously, will have been about a specific set of armour. This set of armour, ladies and gentlemen, the Frumious armour set for the Hunter. Now, I told you there was at least 2 sets for the Hunter. I believe there are more sets for the Hunter, but I believe these sets you get from Crucible matches. Now, whether there's 2 types of Crucible matches out, there's Control and then there's Detonation, or whatever it's called, the one where you detonate the bomb. Now, you might get a brand new full set for playing Control, and you might get a set for playing the Detonation. I don't know, but for the time being, I'm going to show you the second set. So, as you recall, the very first piece I got was actually this cloak, the Tuck Offence cloak, and I took fun out of it because I was like, it looks like it's something that your grandma puts on when she don't want to get out. It's like a hairnet, isn't it? You know, that blue thing over the top of his head. It's like, oh, it's raining out, so it's raining out, grandson, get the hairnet. You know. But anyway, I do finally have the full set. If I put that cloak back, and we'll start from the bottom. And the new helmet, for example, is totally different. It's very nice. The Tuck Offence helmet is very different to the Frumious mask. I think I like the original set, to be honest. Now, don't worry, I've just got duplicates of everything. They're not all different. The stats can't be changed differently, as far as I'm aware. But as you can see, the generic outfit looks very different. So as you can see, a lot of resistance here, no recovery, and 4 mobility. Now, if I were to put this on, make sure these are all on the top perk, so to speak. Okay, that's mobility. What's the top one for this? That is resistance or health recovery. The legs are mobility rather than resistance. So again, it looks like mobility is a big thing on the Hunter, obviously, but there's no recovery here. Look, there's absolutely no recovery. So resistance or mobility. Okay, so the helmet, what do we have here? We have resistance or health recovery. So let's at least have 1 on recovery. I mean, can we not agree on that? Please, Jesus. Resilience, mobility or resilience? I'd rather have resilience than mobility. Let's get that mobility down, shall we? What we got here? Recovery, health recovery or resistance. Now this is interesting. Do we have more resistance or more health recovery? Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting besides the point. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to show you guys how the new system is going to work. It's going to be choosing between resistance, mobility, and recovery on your armor. Now, it doesn't look like. I mean, I'm kind of hoping there are armor mods. Okay. So for the arms, I'm assuming there might be a mod here that will allow faster melee or faster reload on weapons. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, let's have a look at the actual armor set. Remember, usually I'd go through this and I'd go through the stats with you, and I'd go through the different colours we might be able to apply, the different shaders, but they're not here at the moment. So all in all, the mask isn't too bad. The hood actually looks less like granified than I mean, did they take the design inspiration from 19th century England? So we're talking the 1800s, you know. I could be wrong, but so with regards to stats, we've got a plasteel. So it's like, it's not plastic, it's not steel, it's a plasteel. So it's a moddable steel reinforcement mod. And then we've got a restorative mod. So I'm guessing that's how that works for most things in Destiny 2. Heavy Hunter armor. This is an intrinsic Heavy Hunter armor frame with improved resilience. So if we went back just to look at this real quick, this is a mobile Hunter mod. This is so the first set was for mobility and speed, and the second set is more resistance. But anyway, there's the full armor set, guys. As you can see, I think I like the look of the first set better. Okay, but you know, the pouches are nice. Carrying C4 maybe, lone wolf type thing. It looks like his, you know, maybe food rations and supplies. It looks like he's there for the long haul. Anyway, let's actually have a look at the arm mass themselves. So, it's going to be difficult to. I mean, I'm running this on a PS4 Pro. It's going to be difficult to see. I mean, how do they make the game feel like it's Destiny without duplicating it exactly? I mean, obviously this is the beta, but like, I consider myself an extremely creative person. I've trained in the creative arts for 10 years, longer, even 12 years. You know, variation of teaching and studying, teaching at different universities and studying at many universities in art-related fields. Graphic design, for example, is just one area. But we're going to need to see something drastically different, I think, if number 2 is going to pull it off. It looks like he's shaking. Are you scared of me, bro? Because I'm dissing your outfit. Don't you worry, you're just a beta model. I'm sure there'll be much better arm pieces in there. No, it's not too bad. It's not too different. It's not too bad looking. It's nothing outstanding. I guess from a lore perspective, you could say, oh well, look, the tower was knackered. We're always, our R&D department got destroyed, research and development department. We're always developing new armor, new material types, but it got destroyed. So the reason all the hunters and everyone looks the same is because that's the gear that we essentially managed to retrieve while we were escaping. Not just the stuff we're wearing. We transported some of our stock and weaponry up to the ships as we left, and we've got what we've got. And maybe they'll develop new materials out in the wastelands as we go retrieve our light. That'd be kind of cool. So anyway, this is supposed to be about armor. I do apologise, guys. It's got to take a different role than it did in year 1. Yeah, it's not so simple, is it? So the took offence is the armor. So this kind of makes sense. Look, it's like, look, we took offence. So this guy's armoured up to the teeth. He's got a high collar here. You know, it's all about resistance and armor taking a pounding. This guy's going somewhere, he knows he's going to take a pounding, and he's like, you know, we took a fucking fence, man, or don't take offence, we're about to pound your face in. It'd be kind of cool. But it's like, we took offence for blowing up the tower, now it's payback. But yeah, I mean, I like they almost look like C4 pouches. But all that stuff they wear, it'd be nice to think that they're carrying supplies, perhaps. You know, I'd really like to see some Titans with cloaks, or even Warlocks with cloaks. I really don't know. That would have been amazing, and fans would have cheered and gone like crazy for that. I just don't understand why people in games, some of the most obvious things, do they think, oh, they're too obvious, people never want them. It's so obvious, people don't want them. No. Or did you just miss it? Imagine having a badass Warlock with a long cloak on, or a badass massive bulked up Titan with a cloak on, all the way down to his feet like Saladin. Oh my god, it'd be awesome. So down to the chest, the armor piece. So here we are. Look at the stitching. This cable in here, this tubing. Does this look like it's a self-made armor set after the fall of the tower? What do you think? Do you reckon we're getting back down to the roots of it? Well, that chest piece clip, that chest plate there looks like it clips down there, probably under the back, under the cloak, clips on. Yeah, it's a nice touch, that. Elbow pads. Yeah, it's a real nice touch. Let's look at the boots. Ooh, boots loose about this house. So here we are, look. Nothing special. But I don't know, I've got to say, after all the pristine, amazing new armour we've had from number 1, it's kind of nice to see some gritty stuff, yeah? The Tucker fence, let's have a look. 10 paces, sidearms, or hand cannons only. Usually to the 3rd res. Do not target ghosts. Jules for the roads. Jules for the Road by Kid 6. Interesting. Okay. Sidearms or hand cannons. Usually to the 3rd resurrection. The first person who resurrects the 3rd time from death wins. Don't target ghosts. Because if you target a ghost, you ain't coming back. It's pretty interesting. So this is something to do with Kid 6. That's pretty interesting. I like the look of the other armour, it's much sleeker, but this has got a rough and ready quality to it, don't you think? Like, really got a rough and ready quality to it. Anyway guys, I kind of hope that, you know, at least you've got an insight into what's to come, guys. Okay, so we've got 2 full sets of armour here. I'm going to be hunting the rest of them, so I'll be playing the Warlock, doing the strikes as many times as I can to get everything I can. Same for the Striker, and then I'm going to go into PvP and get as much as I can. If you'd like to see me just start working on PvP stuff, some of the gameplay, let me know in this armour video. Okay, let me know if you'd like me to work the PvP angle and just start playing some Control. Now, the problem with it is it's MLG standard, it's 4s. I think they want to push to get into the MLG scene. I'm pretty sure that's why they're doing 4v4, and I just think they lied to the customers about it, because everyone loves 6v6. Yeah, the sweaties every so, you know, I used to be sweaty. Every so often you get a real competitive match, you want those smaller numbers, you want it to be about skill. But I think this is going to be bad for PvP business overall. I think bring 6v6 back. The crowd and peer pressure is going to make you do it. You might as well do it anyway. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that went on a little bit. It's a 12-minute video about some armour, and we mainly talked about everything but the armour. Well, there you go. That's how you get the 2nd set. You just play the Strike over and over with the Hunter, and you eventually get all the items. Just one quick last note. All the weapons I'm currently carrying are not all the weapons that you start off with. Some of these weapons your other characters start off with, so playing the Strikes gives you a chance to earn the weapons that the Titans have and the weapons that the Warlock has. So just to let you know, you can use those in Strikes later on. I've not had the extra exotics yet. We'll see about that. So thank you very much for watching, guys. You're all the best, and I will see you on the next one. So cheers.